Do supernatural powers exist? Imagine standing alone in a dark forest where the usual logic of reality seems to fade into the shadows. There, in the depths of the unknown, you feel a presence, a sense that something or someone exists beyond what your senses can explain. This fleeting moment stirs a question that humanity has asked for centuries. Do supernatural powers exist? The origins of belief in the supernatural. The concept of supernatural powers dates back to the dawn of human consciousness. Across ancient cultures, people attributed extraordinary powers to gods, spirits, and mystics, believing these beings could manipulate nature, heal the sick, or see into the future. In ancient Egypt, priests wielded the perceived power to communicate with the gods, while in Greece, the Oracle of Delphi was believed to channel the voice of Apollo himself. These beliefs in the supernatural were not mere superstition. They were the very fabric of a world where the unexplainable demanded an explanation. Supernatural powers gave people a way to understand natural events like storms, plagues, or droughts that seemed beyond their control. Could it be that our modern skepticism toward the supernatural merely reflects a shift in understanding, rather than the actual absence of these powers, modern mystics, and miracles? Fast forward to today, and tales of supernatural powers persist, albeit in more nuanced ways. For instance, some people claim the ability to heal others with energy alone. Known as energy healers or Reiki practitioners, they argue that they can channel a force beyond the physical to help alleviate pain or disease. Is this merely a psychological effect, a placebo? Or does it hint at a hidden power within the universe, accessible to those who know how to channel it? Take, for example, the story of Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet. Cayce claimed to diagnose ailments and prescribe treatments while in a trance-like state. Many of his clients reported improvement, leaving doctors puzzled and the public awed. His powers were never scientifically explained, but the question remains, was Cayce tapping into a supernatural ability or merely a misunderstood part of human consciousness? These modern mystics challenge our assumptions about what is possible. If we dismiss their claims, are we closing the door on a world of potential? Psychic abilities, the mind's hidden powers. One of the most fascinating aspects of supernatural powers is the notion of psychic abilities. Psychic powers range from telepathy, the ability to read minds, to clairvoyance, the ability to see events before they happen, and psychokinesis, the power to move objects with one's mind. Despite skepticism, many people believe in these abilities, citing experiences that science has yet to fully explain. Consider the case of individuals who claim to have experienced déjà vu so intensely that they predict events before they unfold. Could it be that their minds tap into a hidden layer of reality? Is this merely a trick of memory, or is there a deeper, perhaps supernatural explanation? In the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union invested in remote viewing programs, hoping to train psychics to spy on each other from a distance. While the results were inconclusive, this government interest suggests that even powerful institutions are willing to explore the boundaries of the supernatural when it serves a purpose. If psychic abilities exist, they could represent an untapped potential of the human mind, lying dormant within each of us. The role of science, skepticism, and open questions. While belief in supernatural powers is widespread, science remains skeptical, often demanding empirical evidence before accepting any claims of the supernatural. Most supernatural phenomena cannot be reproduced in controlled conditions, leading scientists to dismiss them as coincidence, suggestion, or the result of the mind's powerful influence on perception. Yet, some scientific theories hint that the supernatural may not be so far-fetched. Quantum mechanics, for instance, has revealed a reality that defies common sense. At the quantum level, particles can exist in multiple places at once, seemingly communicate instantaneously and defy the conventional laws of physics. Could it be that supernatural powers operate on principles similar to these bizarre quantum behaviors? In this sense, science itself opens the door just slightly to the possibility of supernatural forces. Perhaps the reason we struggle to prove the existence of supernatural powers is that we're looking in the wrong place or with the wrong tools. Instead of dismissing these phenomena outright, what if science approached them with an open yet critical mind? Examples of supernatural encounters. Real stories from people claiming supernatural experiences often add a level of intrigue. Consider the tale of a man who, after a near-death experience, developed the uncanny ability to see auras, sensing people's emotions as colors around them. For years, he was able to predict others' moods and even health issues before they became apparent, all based on these visual impressions. Another compelling story involves spontaneous healing. While rare, documented cases exist where people recover from terminal illnesses against all odds. These cases baffle doctors and inspire theories about the mind's ability to heal the body. Could it be that, under certain circumstances, the human mind can summon a supernatural force of healing? Then there's the phenomenon of telekinesis, or moving objects with the mind. While skeptics quickly label it as a trick or illusion, there are accounts, some documented, where objects seem to move inexplicably. Could it be that the mind, when deeply focused, exerts a force on the physical world? These examples challenge us to consider the possibility that supernatural powers may not be as rare or mythical as they seem. The power of belief, placebo, or something more. Psychologists have long studied the power of belief, particularly through the placebo effect, where a person's belief in a treatment leads to real measurable improvements in health. If belief can alter our physiology to such an extent, is it a stretch to imagine that belief might also unlock other hidden powers? In some cultures, shamans and spiritual healers use rituals to call upon supernatural forces. Their communities believe wholeheartedly in their powers, sometimes witnessing remarkable results. Whether or not these results stem from supernatural forces or the mind's ability to influence the body is debatable. But one thing is clear: belief has a tangible impact on reality. Could it be that supernatural powers arise, at least in part, from the mind's deep belief in them? The mind is more powerful than we often realize, capable of shaping our perceptions and, at times, even our physical state. Perhaps what we consider supernatural is simply an expression of the mind's hidden capabilities. The veil of reality. Could supernatural powers be real? The nature of supernatural powers challenges the very notion of reality. Are we, as human beings, limited by our five senses, perceiving only a fraction of what exists? Could supernatural powers in some way represent phenomena that occur beyond our immediate perception? Consider how animals can sense earthquakes before they happen or detect changes in weather long before humans notice a difference. Could humans too possess untapped senses? Perhaps supernatural abilities represent this hidden aspect of human potential, a kind of sixth sense waiting to be discovered. Modern physics suggests that reality may be multi-layered, with hidden dimensions that exist beyond our perception. If supernatural powers exist, they may be operating in these hidden realms, accessible only to those who know how to reach them. A philosophical approach. What if the supernatural is natural? Philosophers often remind us that what we consider supernatural may simply be natural phenomena we don't yet understand. If we traveled back in time and showed a cell phone to an ancient civilization, they would likely see it as a magical or supernatural device. In the same way, what we now call supernatural powers might one day be understood as natural extensions of reality. This philosophical view suggests that the supernatural could be an invitation, a signpost leading us toward deeper truths about ourselves and the cosmos. Perhaps supernatural powers are reminders that the universe is vaster, stranger, and more interconnected than we can comprehend. The intrigue remains, an unsolved mystery. As we reach the end of this exploration, we find ourselves standing on the edge of the unknown, staring into the abyss of possibility. Do supernatural powers exist? We may never have a definitive answer, but the intrigue of the question draws us back again and again. Whether these powers are real or imagined, they remind us of the vast potential hidden within us and the mysteries of existence that lie beyond our understanding. In the end, perhaps the real question is not whether supernatural powers exist, but rather, are we willing to keep an open mind to the unknown? The mystery of the supernatural invites us to explore the boundaries of reality, challenging our beliefs and expanding our horizons.